So during my illustrious career on this channel reviewing products, I have encountered some pretty cool stuff, man. Some great headphones, some great gadgets and stuff like that. But now there's a company called Tsumbay. So y'all have seen me review some cool Bluetooth speakers and some cool headphones from Tsumbay, but they are trying to crush the game by doing alarm clocks too. And I guess every other thing they can get their hands on that has electricity running through it. Tsumbay does alarm clocks. This one is called the Wake Up Light.
Wake up, goddammit!
Yep, that's the title of it, the Wake Up Light. So it's a pretty cool alarm clock. It has different colors. So you see right here, you got this white light. It's got a white and brushed aluminum color scheme right here. And I've actually got the alarm set for about, I don't know, 23 minutes from now. Hopefully this video won't take that long. So let's say you got your alarm set for 6 a.m., right? So beginning at 5:30 a.m., this thing is gonna gradually light up over time until it gets to that 6 o'clock a.m. period. And then it's going to start some sounds. It'll either be, I saw some sounds, let me see here. It'll be either be a thrush singing, that's a bird, cuckfisher singing, or a cuckoo singing, or some waves or thunderstorm. Whatever one you choose, because you got 5 different sound settings here. Whichever one you choose, it does not play music, it just has those sounds. And also it does not have a snooze button, so you better get your butt up when this thing goes off. But that's kind of the purpose of this 30-minute wake up period. So the light's coming on over a 30-minute time period, so it's kind of gradually lighting up. So did you see it flicker right there? It kind of just flickered a little bit and now the light is brighter. So it's gradually lighting up, and I noticed that when I tested it out earlier, the sound actually came in real faint. You could hear some tiny little birds chirping, and then it got louder and louder over time until it gets to that wake up period, or that wake up time. So if I were able to just do this review without touching it, I actually do have to touch it because I got to show you these lights. But if I were able to just not touch this thing over the next 20-something minutes, actually 21 minutes, you would see it getting brighter and brighter and brighter until it gets to the maximum brightness. And then at the 12:30 time that I have it set for, it would actually go off, okay? So when it goes off, you would hear the birds chirping just a little bit, and then it gets louder and louder and louder over a 5-minute period. So this thing like literally gradually wakes you up. And I can only imagine being woken up like that. I'm gonna have to try it to see how it makes me feel when I wake up. Cause you know, when you wake up in the morning, you got your alarm clock, it just sets off like,
Wake up, goddammit!
you're probably gonna be in a better mood using this thing. So a lot of us actually use our phones for our alarm clocks these days. And part of the reason for that is because one, it's pretty convenient, but two, you know, sometimes the power goes out or something in the middle of the night and you don't know, then you wake up late. This thing actually has a rechargeable battery in it. I have it plugged up right now, as you can see right there, via USB. It comes with the charging cord, but it does not come with the charging brick. But I have plenty of bricks everywhere. So you plug this thing up and it's actually charging. As it charges, it holds that charge. So if you have the light on the lowest setting, which is probably right where it is, it's gonna last you about 10 hours. Medium brightness, continuous for 5 hours. High brightness, continuous for 2 hours. So even if you have this thing going overnight, as a night light on its lowest setting, you're gonna get 10 hours out of it without having to charge it up. So that's pretty cool that this thing won't fail you in the middle of the night should there be a rainstorm and the power go off. But as you can see, this thing is actually a little bit brighter than it was when we first started talking. But unfortunately, I got to do a walk around of this thing. Okay, so the bottom of it, it's actually a brushed aluminum look, but it's actually plastic. The whole thing is made out of plastic, so it's super lightweight. But the construction is actually pretty good. On the bottom of it, well, let's go around to the front. So the front, you got a little bit of Tsumbay branding right there. Then you got your alarm clock, or you got your clock feature right there. So right now it says 12:12 p.m. It's flashing. A little battery is flashing there with a little lightning bolt going through it because it's charging via USB. And then I have my alarm clock set, so there's a little alarm signal right there. But then we go around to the bottom, and that's where all the action is right there. You got a power button, which you press and hold to get this thing to turn on. And then you have a clock button, and that's mainly there for just setting the clock. And then you have a plus and minus button that helps you adjust the time, whether it's the alarm clock or the regular time. And then you have your alarm button right there. It's kind of a multi-function button because that's how you actually turn the alarm on or off, like if you're gonna use it or not. And also, if you press and hold it, you get to set the alarm, and then you have to use the plus and minuses to actually set the time and the different sound you want. And you can check that out in the instruction manual. But then we go to the top, because that's the next button we have. It's actually kind of a capacitive touch button. So basically, if I wonder if it's gonna work while the alarm is, okay, so it will, okay, cool. So I've pretty much ruined the alarm right now, right? So it's not doing that gradual lighting thing. But if you actually tap this thing once, you see the light, it just barely kicks on, okay? And then I tap it again, and that's medium light, and then I tap it again, and that's maximum brightness for the white or ambient light that you can have. Okay, so now if I press and hold this at any time, so if I press and hold it from off, it goes into its RGB, I'm not gonna say RGB because it's a lot of colors, but it goes into a multitude of colors, and it's just like this smooth transition into all the colors. Super cool, man. So you can just have this thing going throughout the middle of the night, or just have it in there for just to set the mood, right? So another cool thing about this light is once it gets to the color you like, you just tap it just like that, and it stays that color. So right now I'm chilling on lime green. I hope it's coming out lime green in the camera so you guys can see it, but you see it's stuck here until I tap it again on the top there, and then it should go through its full color gambit again. It's not. Wait a minute, let me touch it again. Okay, yeah, now we're going into a deeper green, and then oh man, that's okay. Now we're going into some turquoise and then blue. So then I can stop it right there because I'm feeling blue right now, and I just want to talk to y'all in my blue light. But this alarm clock is actually very, very cool, man. I gotta let y'all hear some of these sounds it makes. So let me cancel this alarm out, and then we'll cycle through the 5 different sounds. Okay, so that's one of them. I like that one. That one's pretty peaceful. Okay, which one is that? That's number 3. This is number 2. That one's alright. I still like number 3. This is number 1. That's alright. Number 3 is still my fave. Let me go to number 4. That sounds like the waves. Not a fan of the waves. That's thunder. Now, if this thing had a better speaker, that thunder would actually sound pretty good. But number 3 is my fave. Woo! Yeah, number 3 is my fave. Let me turn that off. Okay, so number 3 is my fave. I like this alarm clock. Love the colors. Love the sound it makes. I like the way it wakes you up. I'm gonna have to test this out, man. I just unboxed it. I'm gonna have to test it out tonight just to see how it wakes me up gradually, because that's gonna be a nice experience with that light. I might be in a better mood when I wake up in the morning just because I woke up better. I'm actually going to give this alarm clock to my son because he has another light that's actually just like this, except it's a cylinder shape, but it looks just like this as far as the color scheme, and it does the same thing. It's not an alarm clock or anything, it's just a light, and it just cycles through the color. So now he's going to have 2, and his room's going to be all kind of funky with the lights and stuff. So, but look, I ain't claiming to be no expert in this kind of stuff. I'm just surprised that Tsumbay is trying to get all up in the game with everything that has electricity running through it. They got headphones, they got earbuds, Bluetooth speakers, and now they got the wake up light. But before I get out of here, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and tap on that like button, smash on that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all with the next one.